All right, so these are now live pictures that we're beaming to you from the gravesite of Moses Kotane, where it seems the president is going to answer a number of questions from journalists who have watched the wreath-laying ceremony. Let's listen in.
Unity of the alliance. He was also the glue that continued to hold the alliance together. So at this moment, Moses Kotane's message would have been, keep the alliance alive, united and strong, and he would have said renew the alliance, embark on a vigorous renewal process, not only of the ANC or the South African Communist Party alone, but of the entire alliance. So for us to be here really is not only to pay tribute and to pay homage, is to come here and draw from the wisdom of Moses Kotane. This for us is like a fountain of intellectual rigor about the importance of the alliance. So he was a great inspiration, not only to those that he led with, but also to us who have followed in his footsteps and in his wake. So Moses Kotane would have wanted a much stronger alliance than what we have today.
President, 3 decades into democracy, does it not embarrass you, or at the very least worry you, that where you go across this province, you are still confronted with similar issues that were put on Mandela's table, water, potholes and so on, when we should be maybe talking bullet trains to say Gauteng is getting more instead of Northwest?
Well, yes, the process of transforming our country was never going to be a one-day event. And it was also going to be a generational process. It took 347 years to destroy the future of this country. The colonialists who came here, the apartheid regime, destroyed the fortunes of this country by dispossessing the assets of our people. Wherever you go now, you see how people were impoverished, how they were dispossessed. And wherever you go, you see people who have not been given the necessary skills and knowledge. So 347 years it took to bring this country to the sad state that it is. Now, in 30 years, we will not be able to reverse that history completely. But a real attempt is being made. A real attempt is being made in changing the lives of our people. And in many ways, the efforts that we are making are beginning to show progress. You look at education. The apartheid regime did not seek to educate the people of South Africa. Today, we've got an avalanche of young people who are now in our education institutions, and we are funding them. We are moving more and more towards almost free education. At the high school, at the primary level, early childhood development and high school, we have that. At the university level, we've got now almost 800,000 to 1 million young people that we are funding. So we're focusing on the issues that are going to transform lives, to undo the damage that was done over 300 years of the past misrulers of our country. So, yes, it is a concerning matter that many of our people still live in poverty, and we are never going to run away from that. But efforts are being made. We are working day and night and vigorously. It is a concerning matter that many of our people don't work. So we keep attending to that. It's a concerning matter that there's still crime in our country, but we are working on that and finding solutions.
President, what are you going to do to help the province, the Northwest province, in the upcoming local government election to make sure that the municipalities in the province win outright majority?
Well, we have started as the ANC to focus more on local government. We've got a local government action plan, and at government level, we are also through the Ntlantla process. We're focusing on local government in the second phase. So all these matters and challenges are being addressed, and we are addressing them in a focused way. And the local government elections are going to give us an opportunity to truly transform the local government space.
Mr. President, Alpha Ramushwana here from Eyewitness News. Are you not disappointed with the ANC in the Northwest? I mean, driving here was a mission, potholes every 2 minutes. What is your reflection of the party in this province?
The Northwest province is not the only province where there are challenges with our roads. Many other places. So we should not load those challenges only on the Northwest. And we know the challenges of roads in our country. We've got thousands and thousands of kilometers of roads that need to be repaired and tarred. And that is something that we've identified. And I've always been one to say, because it is so expensive in some roads, particularly in the inner villages and inner township areas, because it's so expensive to tar, let's pave. Because paved roads are more durable. Of course, you cannot really pave big roads where there's a lot of traffic. But where our people live, I'm now pushing to say that let's pave them. Let's get bricks made by the local people so that we put paving on those roads so that our people have a better life which they can see visibly.
I'm going to take the last question for President SABC, and immediately after that, I'm going to afford Khoshi as well as the family to speak to the media as well.
Good.
Mr. President, in Teb with the SABC, this is a pivotal year for the ANC. Going to elections, Mr. President, the organization is at 40%, but you're going to these elections with the SACP having vowed to contest in elections independently. This could signal the beginning of the end of this alliance, despite the fact that today we're standing here at Moses Kotane's grave, the man who was very committed to this alliance. How do you want to be judged? Are you going to be judged as the leader of the SACP, the ANC, COSATU and SANCO, as the people who presided over the end of this alliance?
Well, I'm not the leader of the SACP.
You're saying the ANC, COSATU,
I want to clarify that. Now, the alliance is not going to die. All of us as leaders of the various components of the alliance, we've committed ourselves to renewal. Renewal not only of our individual organizations, but of the alliance as a whole. And we've committed ourselves to continuing to unify the alliance. We've accepted the SACP's decision to contest for elections. We are going to be settling down with them and discuss the full details of all that. And we've agreed that we are going to have an engagement and have a proper discussion. They have taken that decision as an organization in their own structures. And we've accepted that. We don't agree with that decision, but it is the decision of the SACP. But what we are going to do is to say we remain committed to strengthening the alliance, and we remain committed to continuing to work together to achieve the objectives of the National Democratic Revolution. So all those components are very good ingredients of continuing to keep the alliance united and effective. The issue of the elections is a matter that we are going to discuss and find solutions around.
Colleagues, we are going to release the president as well as the chairperson. They are waiting for them in our next engagement whilst we remain with our Khoshi as well as the family member. Oh, he must also come. Oh, okay. Can we quickly have a word with them so that we wrap up this interview quickly? Thanks.
No, tla ke tse nako ye ke leboge mokgatlo wa rona wa ANC gore mo tsela gompieno ba kgonne gore ba tle ba tlo beya malomo gopola re Moses Kotane le Mama Kotane gore ke bone ne ba le at the forefront ya struggle sa rona mo country re tsena go re ba leboga gore ba kgonne gore letsatsi le lengwe le ANC it's tselang letsatsi la botsalo la ba ANC ebe inna fo motsatsi le president wa rona a gorogile mo motseng wa rona ka lone so re masego go rialo gate le fa le ge president a bua ona a re tshepa gore bile re itsise gore gongwe e seng gongwe mokgatlo wa ANC o tsentse o tseiwe tsia ke bua yalo ke sa go ke tse magetla ka majwe motse wa rona ke motse wa ANC borre ba tshwana le bo bane molokwane ba tswa mo motseng wa rona borre ba tshwana le bo Aaron Molete ba tswa mo motseng wa rona re fetse go kgabisa le bitla la gagotsi la ga re Moses Kotane so se se suposa gore tota mo motseng wa rona re batho ba lebiletseng gore mokgatlo wa ANC ke mokgatlo wa motseo.
Thank you, Mr.
Wena o
President.
tlhompha dikgosi.
Ke tlhompha dikgosi. Ka bona ke rotse le mongwe wa sepresidente.
Ke a go bona. Motho wa nnete.
Thank you.
Okay.